Neural networks are set of algorithms whose model is inspired by our human brain. Neural networks are designed to recognize and distinguish between patterns. They interpret sensory data through a kind of machine perception, labeling, or clustering raw inputs. The patterns they recognize are numerical, contained in vectors, into which data such as images, sounds, and text must be translated. A typical neuron consists of 4 parts, and this is dendrite. This dendrite, they are tree-like branches responsible for receiving the information from other neurons it is connected to. In other sense, we can say that they are like the ears of neurons. Then comes the soma, actually the cell body of the neuron, and this is responsible for processing of information they have received from these dendrites. Axon, this is just like a cable through which neurons send the information, axon. And then synapses. Synapses, it is the connection between the axon and the other neuron dendrites. So this is how an artificial neural network may be modeled using the analogy and terminology of human brain. Dendrites from this biological neural network represents the inputs. This is the input. Then cell nucleus represents the nodes. Let us mark it. And then we have synapses, and these are going to represent the weights. These are the weights. And axon will represent the output. So now we are ready to emulate the biological neural network with artificial neural network. Remember what we just decided. What will be the dendrites? They will be the inputs. So let us see here. The cell nucleus will be the nodes, the synapses will be the weights, and the axon will be the output. That is dendrites, inputs, cell nucleus, nodes, synapse, weights, and axon will be the output. This is just one neuron, but in practice, artificial neuron or neural network, they are quite huge. They have their own architecture. So let us understand the architecture first. A neural network consists of large number of neurons arranged in these layers, sequence of layers. So artificial neural network primarily consists of 3 layers. The first one is the input layer. This input layer, as the name is suggesting, it accepts input in several different formats provided by the programmer. So this is the input layer. Then we have hidden layers. So a hidden layer, in between this input layer and the output layer, this performs all the computation and the calculation, right, to find the hidden features and patterns. Then we have the output layer. The input goes through the series of transformation here using this hidden layer, which finally result in the output that is conveyed using this output layer. So here you see an example that how a face or a pattern is recognized through input by the hidden layers and output is being shown here. We'll take up real life example also.